All right, let's make our Valentine, should we? Rhonda says, hey, did you just steal that design from your daughter? No way. I did not steal this design from my daughter. My daughter made this design, and she is going to teach everybody out in Facebook land how to make that design. And then I made this fun design. You saw these in the bag when you were here, Rhonda. This is how I decided to dress them up. And so since Violet and I are sitting here making Valentines, we decided to go live together and make some projects because we're doing it anyway, right, Violet?
Yep.
All right, so which one should we do first?
Yours.
You want to do mine first?
Yep.
All right, well, let me go through some supplies and what we've got here. All right, so these are the ones that I made, and we're going to do these first, Violet says. So let me first start out by telling you about my little project here. These are Palmer's chocolates, and I got them at the Dollar Tree. I've had them on hand for a couple of days here. Oh, Mrs. Sarver says, hey, Violet.
Hi, Mrs. Sarver.
And I have been meaning to put these together for quite a few days. I should hang the curtains of shame, I think, because I was going to make them for my customers who made a purchase with me in January using the hostess code, some of my very best customers, some team members to welcome them. I was just going to make a couple of fun little ditties and send out to customers. So I'm getting to it now. Unfortunately, most of them have to go in the mail, so they're going to get their Valentines after Valentine's Day. But I've been really busy with the craft fairs, so we're going to make these. The gummy hearts that Violet's using, these are another Dollar Tree score, and they're really chewy, and they're pretty tasty, actually. We all kind of like these gummy hearts. And the fun part is they're individually packaged. So we put 3 of them in a bag, but you could definitely do like little matchbooks with just one of them. Really cute. It's hard to find individual packaged candy, but we got them at Dollar Tree. Let's see. Supplies to make my project include these fun Stampin' Up products. Where did I put the stack of them? Here we go. I am using the Heart Happiness stamp set from Stampin' Up's Occasions catalog. We're going to use this great big shutter kind of watercolored heart, and the Lots to Love box framelits has a primitive heart die that cuts that out, so we're going to use that bundle, or I shouldn't say that bundle, we're going to use that set, and this framelits. All right, then I love this Ready to Pop stamp set. I use this from me to you all the time, especially at Valentine's Day. I think it's a great little greeting. The whole set's pretty awesome. This Enjoy and With Love, I use those a lot. Hey, Kathy. Oh, hi, Cindy. I'm glad you guys are here. I just popped in. Kathy says, almost missed this. I just popped in. I'm crafting anyways, and I thought I would just get on here and share with Facebook peeps. All right, so this is the project we're making. And then we're going to make this one. Violet designed this one, and she's going to lead us through this one. And I designed this one. And that's the one I'm going to make with you guys. I also use the Sweet and Sassy Framelits. I'm using the sweet hearts. The sweet ones are kind of this straight side heart, and I'm using the second largest. And then Violet's going to use the sassy ones. Haha, Violet. Hey, Julie. You guys are on my mind today, Julie. I hope everything's well. My ink pads for the project, Melon Mambo and Basic Black. I see some thumbs up coming across the screen, Violet.
Yay.
Violet, let's make one of these together, should we? Let's see. We'll start with some, I'm going to do a white heart. Do you want to do a white or a Melon Mambo heart?
I like the Melon Mambo.
Okay, you do the Melon Mambo, I'll do the white. Whisper White cardstock, Melon Mambo cardstock. And I've got a little bit of trim here. Let's see what I used. I used a Classic Weave Whisper White ribbon. I've used the shimmer ribbon in Basic Black. I love the shimmer on this ribbon. It's fabulous. I've got some of the mini sequin trim in black. And I've got the mini sequin trim in silver. And I had exactly this much of the sequin trim from last year's catalog left. So I pulled that out too. I figured why not, right? And Julie, Mrs. Johnson says that you make a great designer.
Thank you.
Julie, Rhonda was here when Violet was designing this little project. She asked very few questions. She did most of it herself. And then Rhonda went home and saw me on Facebook Live with it and asked me if I stole Violet's design. It's funny, isn't it? Okay, so we've got a Stampin' Pierce mat. And you want to go grab one more Stampin' Pierce mat? We'll put them side by side because we can do that. All right, kind of keep one of those in the screen. Oh. Now, Melon Mambo ink. And I'm going to stamp a couple of these. I got a few of these to do, so while we're waiting for Violet to get back, you want a really well-inked ink pad with the stamp because it has that built-in watercolor effect, and you want to make sure that you capture the highs and the lows, the darker, lighter, but you don't want an ink pad that's inked too saturated because then you'll lose all those details, and if it's not inked enough, all of these darker spots will wash out, you know what I mean? So with these watercolor stamps, it's really important to make sure your ink pad is just right. All right, Violet, I'm going to do one of these too for my extra, okay?
Okay.
All right, now you got to do one for you. And I'm going to die cut us some of these little hearts. You want a Melon Mambo one? No, you're going a red one because you got a Melon Mambo heart. So we need a couple red ones. Looking good. All right, I'm going to get the big shot in here and die cut a couple of hearts for us. All right, so here's a big shot. And, all right. So we got the second smallest little sweetheart. No sassy ones for me, just the sweet ones. Hey, Nikki. Making some Valentines. Figured I'd just do it live, right? All right, we need a few of these sweethearts, so I'm going a couple of layers deep. I love this die set. You'll never need another heart anything again. If you're like me, a craft supply collector, that doesn't mean you won't buy another heart anything ever again. But with the Sweet and Sassy Framelits, you get this nice kind of straight side hearts in a bunch of sizes. And then you get these curvy ones too. Violet likes the curvy ones. I'll show you the difference after we cut a few out. All right, let's get this out of the way. Oh no, well, I sent Violet on a quick mission. So while she's on a mission, I'm gonna grab my Melon Mambo heart and the framelit. I'm gonna just pop those out. That washi tape's sitting there in the way. Guess what? I'm gonna use it to make sure that my framelit stays in the right place. Julie, are you still there? Are you guys doing well? I know it's kind of a big day for your family. All right. There's one of these little cuties. Here's my white one. I love how this watercolor image looks on the white with the Melon Mambo ink, and then on Melon Mambo with Melon Mambo. It's different, but it's got a cool effect on either cardstock. Good, I'm glad to hear that. Julie says we're doing okay. I'm so glad to hear that. Hey, it's Gail. Hi, Gail. Happy Valentine's Day. I know it's coming up quick. It snuck up on me this year. I was making my Valentines and decided to go live. All right, so we've done a little die cutting. I got violets for her. And got some little hearts. All right. So I said I'd show you the difference between the sweet heart shape and the sassy heart shape. So you can see you get both of these die shapes in one set. The sweet heart is more of like a geometric heart shape, and the sassy hearts are kind of curvy. Let me show you. And here's the set. Lots and lots of hearts in that set. Hey, Becky. Hi, Barbara. It's a little impromptu crafting. I was doing some stuff anyways and decided to get on Facebook Live. We are making this right now and this. And then we're going to make this little guy next. So, since I'm making them, I thought I'd hang out with you guys for a little bit. All right. So now we've got our little bags of treats. Here's one for you, Violet.
Thank you.
Do you see one for me over there, maybe underneath the Stampin' Pierce mat? Thank you. All right. What color ribbon do you want, Violet? Will you do a white one?
Yeah.
And I'll do a black one because this one's got the black. All right. Okay, so pull off, I don't know, you're going to need probably a good 16 inches or so. And just tie up your bag. I love this shimmer ribbon. It's got this little bit of sparkle, but it ties really nicely. Kelp.
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 I can't tie very good bows.
That's all right. I am the bow master.
Yep.
I can tie a bow.
Okay.
All right. Now Gideon's here with us. Gideon, are you going to craft with us too? Stop it. Quit. No photo bombs.
I can't get in.
Okay. You were in. I saw you in there. All right, so we're split from the...
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a delay. Isn't it funny?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine's crooked. You need to stop that. All right, so there. Now I'm caught up. Mine was not equal. All right, Violet, we need this to and from stamp. Now I'm going to get some basic black and a Stampin' Pierce mat again, and we're going to add the from you, or from me to you on our little hearts. Let's move your hearts aside. Alright, so I'm going to stamp centered and make sure my to you fits exactly as wide as the bottom. See, Violet? You got to watch how low you go so that you don't run your 2U off from left to right. You know, stamp yours.
Yep.
All right. And then when you're done stamping yours, you're going to put one little dimensional here. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Right here, all right?
Yep. Looks good. Excellent. Now I've got a little 1/8 inch hole punch, and we're going to punch a hole in the top of our little primitive heart. Here's a hole punch. Let's get this ink pad out of the way. Now, okay, let's get this guy out of the way here. Alright, so my dimensional's all sticky, and I'm going to add my Do we like it that way, or should I be doing the red one? I guess I said I was going to mix them all up, right? How does the red one look with the Melon Mambo? Too monochromatic? You guys think it's too monochromatic? I think it's too hard to tell the difference. You want to swap me?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, I think yours will stand out better that way. Yours is already sticky. Mrs. Arbor says that she can't tie a bow either. I have to always tie them for her. Okay, there. Then you wanna, Mrs. Arbor says, hi, Gideon.
Yeah, I saw.
You saw that?
Yeah, right here on your computer.
Oh, you're watching the comments there? Cool. All right, see, I just slide the bottom ribbon. See how we got one goes up out the top and one goes down at the bottom. You want to put it through the bottom. You want to put the bottom one through the hole. And then give you a piece of trim. Okay, and you're going to lay that in there. And I'm going to lay a little piece of this in there. That was a little long. How about a little piece of this mini sequin trim? The more bling, the better, right?
Yep.
I've got maybe 5-6 inches of the little sequin trims. And okay, ready to tie a bow, Violet?
I'll try.
Okay, ready? So you're gonna push up here without twisting. Leave this one alone. Okay, we're right-handed, so you're gonna use your right hand and push up without twisting. See? And just pinch it. So you've got a fold and no twisting. Now this one that's already up, it's already up, so it's telling you where it wants to go. It wants to go up and over. Okay. See? Then you can hold the loop and with your thumb. Get your right hand. Okay, good. You got it in your right hand. Now, this fingertip meets this fingertip. And you just tuck that through. See how I'm tucking it? Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a little loosey-goosey when you first pull. That's okay. Now stop pulling. Now what you need, your bow is perfect. Believe it or not, it's perfect. It just needs a little finesse. So when you finesse a bow, you hold the center and you pull the tail, and then you hold the center and pull the tail, then you pull the loops. Will you turn that down a couple degrees for me? See? So hold the center, pull those tails down where they belong, ears up, tails down.
Uh-oh.
Just finesse it. Bend it to your will, child.
Okay.
Elizabeth says, so cute. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah. We're getting ready for school tomorrow to send a couple of treats. I've got some really good customers that I meant to send these to earlier. Sorry. Joanne, I'm sending you one of these. Sending some of my new girls some treats. New kitchenettes need some treats too. Unfortunately, I'm running a little late, but hey, you know, Mrs. Sarver says sorcery. I'm sure that she's referring to the bow, and and Kathy Sanford says they're darling. Barbara says perfect bow. Thank you, girls. Okay, look at so we've got the.
Genetic.
Oh, genetic. It's genetic. Bow tying is genetic. Excellent. Oh, Gideon's reading off the comments for us. Okay, so we got
bow.
Black and white and a little bit of red. Some real red, some melon mambo. Cute little treat bags. All right, I got a few more of these to make, but let's make Violet's project now. Ready? Clear this out of the way.
Already.
Perfect bow. Thank you.
I'm going to try to
Not yet.
Oh, there's a heart. Hi.
A heart floated across? All right. So here's our next project. Another simple one.
Super cute. Guess I missed out on the genetics. They will still love them. Hey, it's chocolate. LOL.
Yes. Chocolate is always good. No matter how you tie your bow, if it's on chocolate, you're in business. Okay, so Violet, will you run a baby wipe over that one while I talk about the supplies for this one? Okay, so supplies for this one's super simple. We've got our Sweet and Sassy Framelits. Again, love these. This time we're going to use the sassy side of things. Violet likes the sassy hearts. Okay, so, and we're going to use the teeny tiny wishes. We're going to use a little happy Valentines out of there. And then a classic label punch, which I've lost. That's this little guy right here. The paper, Designer Series paper that we're using is from the...
Mrs. Bennett likes your post and kitchen table stamper craft.
Thank you.
Live crafting.
Awesome. I can see them come up here, so you don't have to show me. You can just tell me if you see it though.
Yeah,
all right. Designer Series paper is from the Tutti-frutti 6x6 Designer Series paper stack, and we're using the kiwi black and white stripe. We're going to go with the black and white stripes. And we're also using this like red with white sprinkles. And the other side of that is watermelons. That's also from Tutti-frutti. Who knew Tutti-frutti was the perfect Valentine's Day paper? And we got a little melon mambo hearts also. And we cut these using the Sweet and Sassy dies. I think this is the second largest and the third largest, right, Violet?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, second largest and third largest. Now, the Designer Series paper topper for this bag is 2 3/8 by 3.5. And we're going to get the Simply Scored in here and score them landscape at 1 3/4. All right, you got that, Violet? Can you get in there?
Where's the little thingy?
I'll get it. You get it in there. Couldn't have gone too far, right?
Yep.
At least I hope. If not, we can use a bone folder. It's over there. If you guys saw what a mess this place was, ooh, terrible. Oh, look at that. It's in the video bucket. All right, so we want to put that in landscape on the 3.5-inch side. And we're going to score this at 1 3/4. Mrs. Sarver says, you realize I'm watching you and not Walt Longmire. Oh my gosh, Rhonda, I feel really special. That is huge. That is huge. I knew we were friends. I know we've been friends forever. But man, you're giving up a lot for me. I'll try to make it quick, okay? Okay. So here's our little bag topper and a bone folder. Go ahead and fold yours in half. Let's get our sample back in there so everybody can see what we're doing. Yep. And Violet's folding her, move up just a little bit so you're going to picture more. Violet's folding her bag topper inside out first so that if the paper fibers stretch and the pattern cracks, it's the kiwi side that cracks and the black and white will stay nice and crisp. So that's why I fold inside out and then right side in. A lot of people ask me that. All right, so where's our bag of treats?
Right over here.
Let's get one for each of us, and I'll bone folder these. This is a lot faster with 2 people. Right, Rhonda? It's a lot faster with 2 people.
Ooh, I like splitting across. Mrs. Perry likes the kitchen table stamper Stampin' Up demonstration. 2172282's video.
Oh, thank you.
What? Never thought of that.
You're a good comment guy. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so then
Great tip.
What we're gonna do next here? Yes, you can, but I see them right here. Do you see my rig? I got my rig set up so I can see them right here while I'm crafting. Okay, so Violet and I have realized that once we put the hearts in the bag, we had them all spread out. They looked really cute, but then the top one just kept sinking lower and lower into the bag. So what we decided we would try is take our topper and just cover the top of this very first heart pouch, and then from the back to the front, so the staple's smooth on the back, we're going to just staple through and grab that top little heart, and that way they don't all jumble up at the bottom of the bag. So there's our little treat pouch. And then pretty simple from here. Violet, your design is awesome. You could bust out tons of these.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's do a little Stampin' next. All right. You ready to do some Stampin'?
Totally.
All right, so here's your white, here's my white. You want to grab the Valentine, Happy Valentine is right here.
Yep.
And here's our basic black. So we're going to use basic black on this one. And very simple, our teeny tiny wishes.
Why do you want the staple smooth on the back?
Because, oh, Rhonda says, why do you want the staple smooth on the back? Because we're not going to do anything on the back of this to cover it up, so it's nice and finished as it's gonna be. But then on the front, we're gonna go ahead and adhere our little hearts, and we'll cover up that staple on the front where it, curls in and holds. So if I was going to do another layer on the back or something, I would just staple it from front to back. But because there's no decoration going on the back to cover it, this is the most finished way to apply the staple, because then on the unfinished side, we'll cover up with the heart. Clear as mud? Uh-huh. All right, so teeny tiny wishes. I love this stamp set. It's got these bitty little long greetings that were made to go with this classic label. And so, yes, you could put a post.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put a post. Be good. Remember that this is business. All right, so we've got these bitty greetings. They're nice and narrow. And generally, I tell you, if you're stamping with me, I say, don't rock the stamp. Whatever you do, don't rock the stamp. You're going to get a halo if you rock the stamp. So the teeny tiny wishes and other similarly very narrow stamps are the exception to the don't rock the stamp rule. So what you want to do to get the best impression from these long, skinny greetings is to firmly plant the stamp on the paper, and then I'm going to kind of jiggle back and forth while I hold the paper, and I'm going to very gently rock. And what happens then is you get font, you get equal thickness on all of the letters in your greeting. If you just kind of quickly hit the paper and you don't wiggle, you'll find sometimes that you fade out in some areas. So you don't want to, you know, it's not a roller coaster, but just a little wiggle will help you to get an even pressure across all those letters. Okay, Violet, can you do that?
Yep.
Even moderate pressure, and give it just a little bit of a wiggle, but don't push too hard.
Okay.
Okay. All right, how you doing over there, Viley?
Good.
Okay, so then, looking good. All right, so then I'm going to punch out my sentiment, but I'm punching it out so that happy is kind of to the left. Oh, do you see?
I like bats and sloths. Hi, Gideon.
Oh my goodness, it's a family affair tonight here at Kitchen Table Stamper. But that's it. We're doing Valentines. We're sending them in, you know, to the school for friends and teachers, and so they're here with me, and we're getting it done. Many hands, light work, you know. So I thought I'd share with you. All right. Isn't Violet's design adorable? I just love this. All right, let's get the ink pad out of the way before we ruin something. Or stick my hand in it. I'm notorious. Here is your snail, my snail.
Thank you.
You know how to use that. Look for the ridges on the top, right? Okay. And then, oh, yep, get a set. I need my sassy one. We got 2 sassy hearts over here. All right, a little bit of snail adhesive. And you want to put your pattern heart and then your solid heart. And then a little bit of snail on the tab. All right, and I put my little tag off center here, following Violet's sample.
Miss likes your post and kitchen table stamper craft social life crafting.
Oh, really? Thank you. All right, then once I've got that secured, kind of tacked on there, we're going to use a little mini staple and embellish that way. So there's our little treats. Mrs. Pendleton says, hi, Barbara. Or Mrs. Pendleton says, hi, Gideon. I love giraffes. You are stealing the show. Gideon's stealing the craft show over here. All right, so these are our fun little Valentines from Kitchen Table Stamper to you. I hope that you liked them. We're crafting today.
Mrs. Denton reacted to Kitchen Table Stamper.
Ooh, there's a heart.
Stampin' Up demonstration. I couldn't read this.
That's okay. You're doing good. Did you see the heart float across the screen?
Yeah.
All right, there they are. I know it's kind of late for Valentine's Day. Do you guys want a project sheet for these? They're pretty simple, but I'd be happy to go list supplies and put some measurements. Mrs. Sarver says we should do family live events a few times a year.
Reacted to
another heart. Wow. Thanks for all the hearts.
Whoa!
All right, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us while we crafted our Valentines. If you've got any questions about the project, if you've got questions about Kitchen Table Stamper or Stampin' Up, you can always email me, marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. I'm so glad that you guys took some of your Tuesday night out to hang out with us. Thank you. Oh. All right, guys. Is it too late for project sheets on these? Maybe I'll put them out there anyways. You never know. Might be helpful to somebody.
Thank you. Bye now. Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Stay crafty.